Hey, clarinetists. So I'm going to play through page 6 if you'd like to play along with me. And we talked about a lot in our lesson about note reading, and we'll review all of that. As we play page 6, we're doing numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And something very important to remember is we want to tap our foot. So if I'm tapping my right toe, you can hear it thumping on the carpet. I'll do this with my knee so you can see it just a little bit. But you just want to tap your toe gently, no stomping, and that measures time. And so there are 4 beats in every measure. And we have learned whole notes and whole rests. So whole notes take up a whole measure, which is 4 beats, and whole rests are 4 beats of silence. So here's number 1. It's an E. Top teeth and bottom lip are in position. And we breathe out of the corners of our mouth right before we start. And I'll count off just like I will in a lesson. 1, 2, ready, go. And some of the songs end with a rest. The double bar at the end means the song is over. So here's number 2, and now this song uses thumb F, and we want to put our thumb at a 45-degree angle so it's not straight across and not straight up. So get your F ready first, and here's number 2. 1, 2, ready. And that's the end. That song only has 6 measures, so there are only 3 Fs and 3 rests. Number 3 mixes it up. We have an E, an F, and then an F and an E with rests in between. And remember, we start every note with that ta sound with our tongue. So here's number 3. 1, 2, ready. Is that an F? And then the rest at the end. And when we're playing E's or F's, we want to keep our other fingers close by, but not let them drift too close to the tone holes, because then our sounds will get kind of low. And remember when I came around and maybe tried to wiggle your barrel and mouthpiece? So keep the top teeth on firmly enough that I can't wiggle. All right, here is number, what are we on? 4. There are 8 measures, and this uses the note G, which is open. So you're still grabbing the barrel because you have your little bell on. I have my whole clarinet together today, but open G is still open even for me. 1, 2, ready. Rest, 2, 3, 4. And as my student Maddie was so astute to catch today, there are 2 rests in a row. They try to trick you in that one, and it worked. They tricked me. I wasn't paying attention, but Maddie caught it. Number 5 has 3 notes, E, F, and G in it. Now, if you're having any trouble telling the difference between an E, which is on the bottom line, and a G, which is on the second line, just look at the top of your book. You really can't see it on my computer at all, but in the top upper left corner, there's boxes, and in the boxes, they introduce new notes. So if you're ever not sure of how to play something, look in the boxes at the top of your page. Now I know you can't see my music if I turn it around. All right, this is number 5. 1, 2, ready. And number 6, called Two of a Kind, has notes that are right next to each other without a rest in between. So you have 2 Gs and they are each 4 beats. So it's really critical that you tongue the first and the second note so that they're separated. Use your tongue for every note at the start. So here's number 6. 1, 2, ready. And that's the end of the song. We aren't doing number 7 just because that's designed to be played with a band. I guess we could do it in lessons. If you want to try it, by all means, go ahead. Maybe I'll be the solo and you can be the band. And then a really important thing we talked about today too is posture. When you sit up in your chair, that helps the air support. So instead of this sound, we get. So it was kind of like magic, right? So I sit up straight, but I also make sure that the top teeth and the bottom lip have enough pressure to make the reed sound nice. Too much pressure and it would squeak, so you'd know it was too much. All right, so practice page 6 for next week. I can't wait to hear what you do, and practice the 3 songs on the handout that just have the letter names, and try to see if you're tonguing everything in those songs. Even if you know them really, really well, go back and see if you're tonguing every note. All right, I will see you on Monday. Bye, clarinets.